So, students, good morning. Again, I am here to talk about the microorganisms, friends, or foes. This is yesterday class. In previous class, we have discussed regarding the microorganisms, protozoa, virus, uh, bacteria, fungi, and their examples. And also, we have discussed about the different structures related to the microorganisms, and we have talked about the different features of these microorganisms. All these things we have already finished, and at last we are just discussing about the topic like the food poisoning, what conditions or what are the different how we can determine whether the foods are become poisons or not. When we eat this kind of the food, basically we gets defected with poison food, and that poison foods we feel we have some, like here I would like to show. Just here you can see there's the vomiting, diarrhea, and this diarrhea, headache. These things we have already discussed about the nausea, muscles pain. These kind of the conditions arises when foods, affected foods are taken by any human beings. Now how this can be prevented? The prevented through the some, by taking the some precautions. And what are these precautions? We have to wash hands with the soaps and water before, during, before, during, and after preparing food, and before eating. These are the some basic conditions which is essential for any kind of the any where those who are going to it or making their foods, and they have to these kind of the another things, that is the separate raw meats. There are the different ways those who are eating raw eggs, seafoods, and poultries from other foods in the fridge. It is essential things. Here we have a talk about the avoid pasteurized milk and juice. Do not kept in this fridge. Here we can kept the only the simple pasteurized food. When we talk about using soap and hot water to wash nips, we have to also wash these utensils which we are going to use in our kitchens, our cutting board, and countertops. These are the some basic things which we have to do. These are the general things which I have shown here, so that you make more understanding by these pictures. And there are the different methods of preserving the foods, by which this when we preserve the foods are not get poisoned for 2 3 days. And what are the different process is freezing, canning, jams and jealousy, picking, fermenting, and cunning. These kind of the smoking, these kind drying, these kind of the some things by which we can prevent our foods. Now in this slide, you have to not to read or write, but those who want to interested to understand, there are the different types by which the foods can be prevented, and these are the some kinds like microbiological, and under the microbiological, the microorganisms growth. These microorganisms should be the kind of the microbiological uh, things that should be used so that that microorganism should not growth in that particular food. Of flavors, there should be no flavor, so that microorganism and toxic production, these should be stopped when we use the microbiological um, kind of the preventing thing. There will be the enzymatic things, that is browning. When you brown the kind of the foods, that will not going to color change, there is a color change, and of flavor. These are the some enzymatic condition by which the foods are uh, poisoned. And there is a chemical ways. When the color change, there is a zone. When the color of tomatoes are, we have seen a very red, but this color is very poor, that is shown that this food is affected. And because of the chemical process, and because of that chemical process, the color has been changed. So it is a kind of the food, when we eat it gets the poison. There are the, and what are the different ways to understand uh, which kind of the uh, process has been take place in the particular food. And by that these foods are get affected. There are the number of the ways. The physicals, there are the collapse, this kind of the things happen. When the physical collapse happen, control release crystallization, if there will be the some crystals are formed, that is another physical way by which that foods are raw things um, has been not to eat. Phase changes, that means solid into liquid, liquid into gas. These are the some phase changes. These are the mechanicals. So these things I have just want to show that there are the number of the ways that by these foods are gets affected, and these affection may be by microbiological enzymatic change. There may be some chemical change. There may be some physical change, and there will be some mechanical change that is happen. Now the foods can be prevented in the different ways. Here in a previous slide I have shown in a different ways. It is one way to understand, and this is the another way to understand, but these processes are the same process. Just here we have given a different name to understand, that is the thermal. And the thermal process is basically pasteurized the foods. Now the cold processing is basically chilling the foods. Now when we talk about the controlling water, then that means we are just protecting from the dehydration. Now the chemical talks about the preservatives. By this, preservation can be take place when we mixed that, like there is a raw things like pickles, and that pickles raw mango, and that raw mango mixed with salt, and that salt um, covered the raw mango, and it will prevent for a longer period of time. Here we are just written here, it is a new topic, that is the antibiotic. We have to understand when there will be the some changes occur, and the doctor prescribed some kind of the antibiotic. So we have to understood about the what is antibiotic. So when a disease causing, we are just talking about why the antibiotic needs. It is need when there will be some disease, and due to that disease, due to maybe microbes enter into our body, our internal defensive mechanism, there is an internal defensive mechanism which is in our body produce some substances in our body that defensive mechanisms are in our body, and that defensive mechanisms produces some substances in our body, and that is called the antibodies to fight the particular kind of the disease which occur due to some microbes. And that here you can also see, though it is in a small letter, but we have to understand here, antibiotic resistance occurs when bacteria develop. You can see here, bacteria develop the ability to defect the medicines designed to kill them. It is a kind of the medicines which develop the ability in our body and to kill the bacterias. This means the bacteria are not killed and continue to grow. The misuse and overdose of antibiotics are the main reason why bacteria acquire resistance and make antibiotics ineffective. That means if we use these antibiotic uh, or take a overdose at that time, these antibiotics are not get to give gives a effective protection to our body. Even this kind of the antibiotics uh, uh, provides the ineffection. That means it provides ineffective to our body. Without the effective antibiotics, many common injections and routine medical treatment may become a dangerous. And without antibiotic, if there is a no antibiotic will be given to the person who is having a particular kind of the disease, at that time the injection and routine medicals will not going to affect, and it becomes a very dangerous. It will not going to help. That's why doctors gives the some kind of the antibiotic, so that that antibiotics, after giving the add on antibiotics, the others routine uh, uh, routine treatment and the injections are giving the effect. Now when we talk about, just like here you can see in this picture, what is this? Don't start or stop antibiotic by choice. Here this is the advice given to you, that whenever the antibiotics is given by a doctor, and then just not to stop by yourself. It should be for a time being, the as per the suggestion of physicians, the antibiotics can be only stops. Never in second pictures here, you never take antibiotic for cold and flu. There should be, that means whenever we are having a kind of cold or flu, at that time antibiotics should not take. These infection are caused by virus or not bacteria, and these, since cold and flu are the virus and it is not a bacteria, so that at that time the antibiotics should not to take. This is the another way, that why I have given this point, so that you can make a good understanding about under antibiotics. These you will get in detail in after in a, higher classes. Now here in the, when we talk about the different kind of the vaccines which are essential things for any small 14 years till 16 years kind 16 years boys, and these vaccines are given from the age of the 2 month from age of the 2 month child to 16-year child, and it is essential for growth, for mental purpose, for bodybuilding purpose, for all these kind of the, and to protect the different kind of the diseases for a time being. That's why the antibiotic that vaccines are required. Now these vaccines are when a disease carrying microbes enter our healthy body. When some kind of the disease, that means here what the topic here, the what the line says that whenever the healthy bodies and due to the sun effects infection, that microbes entered into our body, at that time the body produces antibodies. The body at that time, when microbes enter in our body, at that time the body produces antibodies. Body fights and kills them by these antibiotics. Now, what happened when microbes enter into our body? The antibody is which is internal are fighting with fight with that microbes and kill them. Now the body also remember how to fight and microbes fight the microbes if they enter again. Now what happen if again these microbes enter into our body? How these how the body will fight with these microbes? Now this antibiotic remain in our body for a long time, and protect us from the disease causing microbes. Whatever the disease will happen in our body with the help of microbes, that microbes are protected by these antibodies. Now what happens? The substances which inject into the body for to trigger the body to initiate the this entire process. Now this is the important line which you have to understand. There are the some kind of the antibodies which is injected here to into the body to trigger the body to initiate the entire process is called the vaccine. This is the vaccine. That means there is a microbes when gets entered into healthy body. What happens? There is an internal body mechanism by which these antibodies are fight with that microbes. And once these you are anybody are cured from these microbes, it is not necessary that microbes not get inside in your body after some time. Once that microbes get entered into our body again, what happened? These antibiotics again fight. But how this process will take place, how this initiation will take place? The initiation by which these antibodies work in our internal mechanism is called the basically is vaccines. And for that, so that these antibiotics can fight with the different diseases, for that these vaccines are required. And these vaccines are well known: BCG, DTP, OPV. These are the vaccines which we have to understand. These not going to talk about all these vaccines in detail, but now this point is also not necessary for here. But if anybody will ask you or the questions comes at the initial age, what kind of the vaccines are given to a born baby, then your answer will be BCG and DTP and OPV. These are the some vaccines. And hepatitis B's and hepatitis B's measles vaccines are given to at 9 months. These are the some kind of the vaccines which we have to remember. Now here this table is very important. What kind of the disease are there, and what are the different microorganisms by which these disease are get take place in our body, and these disease are spread in which mode, what is the medium of their disease is here. and how these disease can be prevented. These are the very important which we have to remember for a longer period of time. Now what happened here, you can understand this tuberculosis is affected by the bacteria and medium is air. Now the measles, when we talk about measles is a virus. It is a virus, and virus is this virus is affected by air. The chickenpox is again virus, and it is affected by air or contact any two bodies. The polio is again it is a virus, and this is affected by air and water. And the cholera, that is the bacteria affected disease, and it is affected by once the person or person taken a water or affected water or food. The typhoid is bacteria, and which is affected by water. And hepatitis B is a virus. This virus comes from water. Now the malaria, when we talk about malaria is basically a kind of microorganism, that is the protozoa, and it is um, affected by the mosquito in our body. These are the some basic things which we have to remember, and how these can be protected from these disease. You can understand through these point. All the things are very clearly written here, which we have to follow it. Now, this is the today's topic when we are talk about the pasteurization. This what is the basically pasteurization. Pasteurization is basically is the process. First we have to understand about it is a process, that means in which the milk is heated to in which milk is heated to about 70 degrees Celsius 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 second, and then chilled, suddenly chilled and stored. This is the process for the pasteurization. That means we have to cook the uh, or boil the food at 70 to 80 degrees 70 degrees Celsius to 30 to 15 second or minute. This process is basically discovered by, it is important, who has discovered the pasteurization. That there is a scientist whose name is Louis Pasteur, and since he has discovered this by this process, that's why this process is basically known as pasteurization, in which milk or other kind of the foods that may be pasteurized by the process of heating. Or in this process, what happened? The milks are boiled at 70 degrees Celsius till 15 to 30 minutes, and then chilled and stored it into the fridge. Here the food used for pasteurization, there are the here this is not in your book, but for making your good understanding, I have made, there are the different kind of the foods are different kind of the foods which can be pasteurized. And what are these foods? There is a milk, all the milk products should be pasteurized. Dried food should also be pasteurized. Cream also pasteurized. Eggs and fruit juice. These are some kind of the foods which should be pasteurized. Now, if you want to write the point, there is a this is the process which is given here, and here is the definition which there are some points are given for the pasteurization. The pasteurization involves heating food to a temperature which is that kill. What happened when we pasteurize the things? What happened? Basically, we kill the disease causing, and that disease may be causing the microorganism, because the foods when we kept in a particular without cooked, then what happened, there will be some microbes are developed, and that microbes get affect that food. That's why it should be cooked, heat, and substantially reduce the level of the spoilage of organisms. So that pasteurization is to protect from the spoilage of the foods. Now, the pasteurization is not intended to kill all organisms in the food. It is not like that all the organisms will kill by only the pasteurization. Instead, the pasteurization aim to reduce the number of valuable pathogens so they are unlikely to cause disease. And these are the effect. And heat also destroy enzymes. There are the different enzymes which develop during the process, but when you heat that food, that kind of the food, then the enzymes will destroy. And here, if you will not heat, the milk is spoiled. So pasteurized milk drinkable for a longer period of time. Now this milk can be used for a longer period of the time. Now, product that can be pasteurized, this is again in different form I have given you. All these things are to make your understanding very clear. That's why I written here. So all these things, and there will be the some liquid form of the food that should be pasteurized here, liquid form of the food, and here the kind of the food which may be in solid form or that should be pasteurized. Given here very clearly, understand these things. Any problems are coming, I have all written. That's why I have picturized form. I have so many different things so that you make good understanding about all these points. Now, this is the last topic. When we are here, I have given so many pictures so that you can make your understanding very good. And this topic is not for class 8. This topic you will have in class 9th or biology also. You will get this topic also. So it is important things to understand all these things. Now, when we talk about the here, I'm not going to discuss this point. I just want to show here in the figure. Now, how this nitrogen process, nitrogen cycle take place? What happened here? What happened there is a wherever I will indicate that is very important things. Here there is a plant. Now, what happened there? And these plants are basically eaten by. Go to second process. Here, animals eat plant. Now, these animals, those who eats these plants, they nitrogen waste from excretion and death. When these plants, animals died, or when these animals excrete, there are the kind of the product which these animals create, or when they dead, what happened, these are converted into nitrogenous waste. There will be some nitrogenous waste, because animals when eat the plants carries the nitrogen, and that nitrogen is converted into nitrogenous wastes. Now, the third process, what happened here, when these nitrogenous waste or dead animals are get mixed with the soil, what happened, these are the soils where these excretion or waste creation and dead animals are mixed, and so the soil gets mixed with the nitrogen compound. Now, whatever the nitrogenous waste is created, by the animals, these are mixed in the soil. What happened here? Now, what happened here when these soils, bacteria, bacterium compounds of nitrogens here, nitrogen into the nitrogenous gases. Now, what happened here? Due to the some bacteria which is present in environment, that bacteria gets converted this nitrogen compound into gaseous nitrogens. Now these gaseous nitrogens are mixed with the atmospheric nitrogen, and this atmospheric nitrogens again, that is the nitrogen fixing bacteria. As we have heard about that, in the percentage of nitrogen which is present in the environment is 23%, and that percentage are always maintained by themselves by the nature. And how this possible? This possible through this nitrogen cycle. Here the nitrogen fixing bacteria and blue algae, green algae. There is um, as we know that there is a kind of the plant that is called the patches of plant, which is blue green algae, and this blue green algae fix atmospheric nitrogen. This nitrogen bacteria means that atmospheric nitrogen have are fixed in the atmosphere by this nitrogen fixing bacteria, and blue green algae fixing atmospheric nitrogen. These are the way, by this the nitrogens are fixed in atmosphere. Now what happened? Bacteria in turns fix nitrogen into nitrogen. Again, these nitrogens, which is coming in the conversion of the compound into gas, nitrogen gas, and that nitrogen gas again in the presence of bacteria, that nitrogen gets again into the nitrogenous compound, and this nitrogenous compound again mixed in the soil. That means here are the two different ways by which uh, the nitrogens are coming. One is the this one cycle here. This is the one way, and this is the second way, by which the our soils are also getting the maximum nitrogen from the environment. This is the one way. This nitrogen soil, those which is coming from here, that gets also taken by the plant, and that plant eaten by the animals, whatever the plant eat, whatever the animals eat that plant, that gets when the that animals excrete the nitrogenous wastes, and whenever these animals are died, they they mixed with in the soil, and that soil have a maximum of the nitrogen compound. Now this maximum nitrogen compound again gets converted into the presence of some bacteria into nitrogenous gas. Nitrogenous gas gets converted into atmospheric nitrogen, and this atmospheric nitrogens are fixing in the atmosphere by the blue green algae. Yeah, that blue green algae again in the bacteria that converted into nitrogenous process. This is the nitrogen cycle. All the things are written here. You can go through the content, but whatever the understanding which I want to make you, that is, you have to remember this. Now here all the things are I have written here. Here you can see uh, there is a plant, you can see here in this picture. There is a plant, and that plants are eaten by this kind of the animal, that is rabbit. Now what happened when these rabbits are decompose or it's creating some kind of the uh, wastage. What happened? These wastage are basically involve ammonium, that is called the NH4 plus, that is the ammonium compound. And that ammonium compound, due to the nitrification, there is a oxygen present, and due to that this ammonium compound gets converted into the nitrides, that is NO2 minus. Here it is written NO2 minus. And now this nitrify compound bacteria, there is another bacteria that also converted into nitrates, then O3 minus. And these nitrates are again assimilate taken by the plants. Now what happened here? There may be some plants eat more and more, eaten by animals, and these some is taken by plant and some nitrates here from here you can observe that some plant nitrates are taken by plant and some gets converted into, that is called the process by which nitrates gets converted into the atmospheric nitrogen. Here you can see that is known as a that is caused by another bacteria, that you can see here, it is written here. And when these nitrogens again mixing with the uh, bacteria, then it converted into the again root bubbles, taken by root bubbles. And this bacteria is again ammonification, it gets converted into ammonium. So in this way this process are take place. Here denitrification take place. When we are talking about this is a denitrification, and denitrification is take place by the denitrification. There is a bacteria name that is called that nitrates gets converted into N2 gas, that is denitrification. And this denitrification again nitrogen fixings are taking place. And this nitrogen fixing bacteria, there is some nitrogen fixing bacteria that gets converted into ammonium. With that, the whole the process take place. Again, here I have shown in different ways. You can understand. First slide is more important for the you people, but if, to enhance your understanding, there are the another way. I have shown different pictures. With that pictures, you can understand more and more. So it is all about the today's class. If you have a feeling any kind of the problems, then you are be able to have any kind of the problems. You do all the question answers. I have already loaded in given a link. With that link you can get all the NCRT questions. Whenever you required more questions, I will upload more questions also. Till the time, complete your task. Study all the chapters which I have taught till now. I have taught first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 11th and 12th. These are the chapters which I have already finished. Complete all these chapters, make your notes properly, do all the exercise by the help of your understanding, and by the help of the question answers which I have attached in my 18th 18th of April's videos. There is a link given you. Go to that link and write down all the question answer, and also memorize all these chapters. Prepared all these things till the time. um Keep yourself safe, and the within your parent, with the help of your parents, you enjoy your life. Thank you till the time. Thank you. Okay,